Bringing the coverage from this game. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams. Mary Washington will start us off 1 through 9. Xavier Herring starts in right field. He leads off. Jonathan Sedmak in the 2 spot. He is at third base. Bobby Iceque, the center fielder, in the 3 spot. Ty Lowe in the cleanup spot is the designated hitter. Noah Roots in the 5 spot plays first base. Luke Garzone at second base, hitting 6th, followed by his double play teammate Ryan Schwartz in the 7th spot. Tim Blankenship, the left fielder, is hitting 8th. He hasn't played in the first 2 games, but he starts today for Game 3 of this series. Andrew Gerhardt returns behind the plate. He'll hit 9th, and Brendan McComber starts on the mound. For the Riverhawks defensively, the outfield left to right, Thomas Romanelli.
First, playing center field, number 3, Sean McCulloch.
Sean McCulloch's in center.
Batting second, playing left field,
and Jesse Roosh getting his first start for Susquehanna. Starts in right. His brother Michael, the star quarterback of the football team, all landmark second team this year, all Centennial second team. Jesse Roosh also on the football team.
Quite the connection.
Yeah, he does start. He's a Susquehanna legacy. He starts in right field. The infield left to right. Tony Rossi continues at third base.
Batting 8th, playing second base, number 33, Dylan Hayduke.
Michael Buso comes in.
Robert Cangelosi. And pitching for the Riverhawks,
he starts at shortstop. Dylan Hayduke continues for the 3rd game in a row at second base, and J.P. Yore keeps his spot at first. Rob Cangelosi is behind the plate. His battery mate, number 21 there on the mound, is Anthony Colucci.
Glad to see the Riverhawks still have fresh arms after that first game.
Keller's Beer.
After 2 games, they used 5 pitchers. They used a total of 9 pitchers in those first 2 games.
Coca-Cola.
Only one of them going more than 3 innings.
Thanks again to Susquehanna Athletics.
Tough past 2 days for the Susquehanna Riverhawks.
Tough series so far, I'd have to say.
Leading off the game.
Looking to avoid the sweep in this one as Xavier Herring gets us started. That is on the ground to first. Yore is there.
Able to get a quick out.
He steps in the bag, and it's a quick first out.
Next up, third baseman, number 5, Jonathan Sedmak.
Heard it there, third baseman for the Eagles, number 5, Jonathan Sedmak. Here comes a pitch. Popped up.
Pitch he sees, popped up, and that will get foul.
Must be a fastball outside. Sedmak didn't like it. Sitting at 1-1 now. 1 out already in the top of the first.
Sedmak thought about it, checks his swing, and gets ahead 2-1 on Colucci, who comes in 1-0 with a 7.56 ERA. He's made 4 appearances coming in, 2 of them starts, 8.1 innings pitched.
Quick fastball down the middle.
Lined into right, a base hit. Jesse Roosh gets it in quick, and it's a single for Jonathan Sedmak. Bring up the dangerous Bobby Iceque.
Now batting, center fielder number 15, Bobby Iceque.
Iceque still leading the team in home runs this season.
Yeah, he had 3 hits in the first game. In the first game of this doubleheader, he had 2 yesterday. So 5 hits on the series. Checks his swing. He went around. Both teams in the same uniforms as they were for Game 1, but not the same as they were in yesterday. Yesterday was gray for Mary Washington and white for Susquehanna. Today it is powder blue for the Eagles and orange for the Riverhawks.
The IceCube takes a swinging dent sound off the right side. Staying alive with 0-2 on him.
That's the dangers in the spring of West parking lot.
Yep.
And really the Sassafras lot behind us. No car is safe. That's a little dribbler by ISQ, and it's going to be an infield single. So a swinging bunt, and Bobby ISQ is aboard.
Runners on first and second now.
Now batting designated hitter number 25, Ty
Interestingly,
Lowe.
it's Biuso who's giving the signals.
In comes Ty Lowe, team leader for an RBIs.
Leads the way with 31 and 2 in the first game.
Six-foot
That
junior
one
takes a
is
hit.
Lined a base hit into center. We're going to hold the runner. Yor cuts it off.
McCullough quick to throw that in.
And 3 straight hits for the Riverhawks.
Next up, first baseman number 9, Noah Roots.
So up steps Noah Roots.
Bases loaded. Starting to look dangerous again for the Riverhawks. Saw a lot of trouble with them in the first inning of the last game.
Yeah, it's 6 runs in the first inning. One slips away and hits the chest protector of the umpire behind home plate.
But he wears it.
Bases loaded here, 1 out in the first for Noah Roots.
1-0 is the count.
Colucci on the mound.
Kicks it, throws it in.
Popped up and
Popped up.
foul.
Behind us towards the train tracks.
A few people wondering, is that going to hit my head? No, it's not.
Chances are slim.
Told? No, especially this close to the fence. You have to imagine it's either getting the fence or I'll catch it.
You got it. I'm
I
trusting
got
you,
this.
Anthony.
I got this. I'll save everyone's lives.
1-1 count. Hits it. Front of the runner.
Is through a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the
another.
second. ISQ is on his way. Yor cuts it off. There's no throw. It's a 2-run single for Noah Roots.
That's 4 hits and 2 runs for the Eagles so far in this inning. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Up next, number 20.
Now batting second baseman number
Luke
20,
Garzone.
Luke Garzone.
Stands in. A number 6 hitter.
Outside called ball.
One of many who was pinch hit for late on in that game. Replaced defensively by Tommy Martinez. He was 1 for 4. Was Garzone during the game.
A little too low and outside for a call.
8 of the 9 starters reached hit safely. And 7 of them keep their place. Game 1, all 9 reached safely. We've seen 8 of the 9 starters start at least one of the 2 games.
There was the first strike called on Garzone. He's a 2-1 now. 1 out. Outside.
Use a ground ball here. Trying to induce a double play, Colucci.
Maybe thinking about swinging a little later. Trying to put it in between first and second. Advance from runners at third, maybe even home.
Big hole with... That is lined into center and caught by McCullough for the second out. And that's a big second out. It means it needs a hit to get that run in.
See if number 3 Ryan Schwartz can do anything for the Eagles here.
It starts at shortstop. Started the last game at shortstop. Started game 1 yesterday in right field.
Next up, shortstop number 3, Ryan Schwartz.
3 hits in that first game. He had just 1 in game 2, and was pinch hit for in the 9th. Galucci checking on the runner and firing a strike pretty much straight down the middle to Schwartz to start the at-bat.
Good fastball. To see where the strike zone is never hurts.
Strike, imagine coming in around 80. That curveball misses high.
1-1's the call. 2 outs. Runners on first and second.
That is lines and past Hayduke. And bobbled by Roosh. A run scores.
That's Ty Lowe coming in to put the score up 3-0. 2 outs remain. Runners on first and second.
And I think that bobble inconsequential. But it's 5 hits in this first inning as Tim Blankenship steps in, the number 8 hitter. Saw the Eagles send 9 to the plate in the first of the last game. Swinging a foul tip. Hits Cangelosi.
Oh, and 1 the count on Blankenship. Looking to keep things rolling with a 3-run
Blankenship on the season, a 208 hitter. 5 hits for 24 at-bats. 2 of those 5 hits were home runs.
That was a pitch way outside.
What's the count? One and 1 on Blankenship. That
Low
was
on
in
the
the
ground.
dirt, well blocked by Rob Cangelosi. Cangelosi, one of several first years selected for this game. So, it's a bug trying to make its way into the scorebook.
I see that. Starting to get warmer.
Not having any of it. Excellent spot by Colucci, and he finds a low strike for 2-2 on Tim Blankenship.
2 outs, crack of the bat. All the runners are going to be running.
They're moving, imagine ball 3, and they'll be in motion regardless. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side. So Colucci strands 2, but not before Mary Washington send 8 to the plate, 3 of them score. We've played half an inning. Riverhawks coming to bat. It's Mary Washington 3, and it's the Riverhawks nothing. Back at Harold Bollinger Field as the Riverhawks are set to come to the plate. Sean McCulloch will lead us off. Let's go 1 through 9. The Riverhawks, Sean McCulloch in the leadoff spot, the center fielder, followed by Thomas Romanelli in the 2 spot. Lance Book moves from 4th to 3rd. He's the DH. Tony Rossi, 5th to 4th. JP Yours jumped 2 spots. He hits 5th. He plays first base. Michael Biuso comes in to play shortstop. He'll hit 6th. Jesse Roosh is 7th. Dylan Hayduke 8th. And the catcher, Cangelosi, is 9th.
On the mound for the Mary Washington Eagles, it is number 12, Brendan McComber.
Yeah, so the left-hander on the season, 5-1, an ERA of 5.19. Sean McCulloch, one of the most prolific base stealers in all of Division III, will lead things off for the Riverhawks. He has 17 on the season. He was 2 for 4 in the first game of this doubleheader.
Riverhawks are ranked 8th in the country among all Division III teams for the most stolen bases.
I've stolen coming into today, stolen 68. As the first pitch McCulloch sees is in the air out to straightaway center. Ice-Q is under it, and there's the first out. So that is going to bring up Thomas Romanelli.
Now batting for the Riverhawks. Left fielder number 54, Thomas Romanelli.
Romanelli on the season, 267, and he puts that in the air to straightaway right. Herring is under it, and there's a quick 2 outs. Just 2 pitches is all it took McComber. He's gotten.
Next to the plate for the Riverhawks, designated hitter number 7, Lance Book.
He's retired both Romanelli and McCulloch. Lance Book, the first to not swing at the first pitch as he takes the ball outside, 1-0. With Tony Rossi waiting on deck, he leads the team in home runs with 4. That is on the ground from Book and speared by Garzone. Throw on to first is in time. It's a 4-pitch inning for Mary Washington and Brandon McComber. 1-2-3 go the Riverhawks. We've played 1 and it's 3-0. Coming to bat in the second, it's going to be Gerhart, Herring, and Sedmak when we come back. Back for the top half of the second, Anthony Hiller with Isaac Austin on the call. The Landmark Digital Network brings you this game as well as many others. And for the Eagles of the visiting Mary Washington receiving votes in the national poll, Cangelosi fires down to second. Andrew Gerhart steps in.
Leading off the top of the second inning for Mary Washington, the catcher, number 2, Andrew Gerhart.
His first appearance of the afternoon.
Andrew Gerhart caught the first game, catching the third. He sat out last game. Ryan Redmond has been tabbed with radar gun duties. And the first pitch to Gerhart is fouled away. He hits in the 9 spot. He'll be followed by Herring and Sedmak. The Riverhawks look at a ball outside, so 1-1 on the Mary Washington catcher. Powder blue uniforms. Really should have powder blue pants, gotta say.
I like those uniforms.
Like the Riverhawks orange as well.
That one's going around the same place as the last one, putting him at 1-2. Ball low and outside.
We've got news that Chelsea have fired Graham Potter, and there's very mixed feelings.
If you've listened to Anthony and I before, you know we take our soccer seriously.
We do. Neither of our teams having exactly great seasons, though. Liverpool down to 6th, Chelsea 11th.
Things are looking up.
Are they?
Gearhart takes a ball low and outside. It's full count now for him.
Not if you got FSG.
If the news I just heard is true, then 11th place is not
on the
lasting
ground,
long.
Biuso over to first. It's in time, one gone. Excellent. Charged by Michael Biuso. And I'll bring up
Next
Xavier
up,
Herring.
right fielder number 1, Xavier Herring.
Back to the top of the lineup. There's a strike called.
Herring takes a look at that one for strike one. Herring with the long dreads. This is hairstyle of choice. So that one gets away from Cangelosi. Backstop, it's inconsequential.
I've seen a couple pitches from Colucci here that have gone low and outside.
Wait, what's going on? It starts with a W? Watford? Watford.
And it's called out at first.
Another ground out. Another 6-3. That'll make Herring 0 for 2.
Now batting third baseman number 5, Jonathan Sedmak.
Jonathan Sedmak, the third baseman, steps in, and
2 outs now in the Eagles.
he's 1 for 1, a base hit back in the second. Or
Up
in the
high.
first, excuse me, we're in the second. Yeah, one of the stands is named after him.
Strike called. 1-1's the count on number 5, Jonathan Sedmak. Up a little high for him.
A 2-1 count on Sedmak. That's a high pop-up.
Launches a high.
Cangelosi, Yor, Colucci all coming on. Yor on the slide makes the play.
Taking a daring little dive there. Able to make it 3 outs.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3 for Anthony Colucci and the Riverhawks. Played 1.5, 3-0. The Riverhawks coming back to bat. It'll be Rossi, Yor, Biuso. When we come back, we'll be right with you again. It's the bottom half of the second. Tony Rossi
Leading
gonna
off
lead us
the bottom
off.
of the second inning for the Riverhawks. Third baseman number 32, Tony Rossi.
Tony Rossi has started the game before, seeing if he's still got it in him.
And a pair of hits. Takes a look at strike one. He didn't like it. One for two, excuse me. Single and a walk.
Called an outside ball. Counts 1-1 on him.
That's a high pop-up. It lands
Not too far away
not too
from
far
us.
from us.
Didn't quite cross the train tracks.
The sun beating down on us now.
Yeah, oh, it was brutal winds earlier.
Oh, absolutely. And a swing and a miss. Gets Rossi swinging, and there's one down here in the second. So the first four retired by McComber, and that will bring up J.P. Yore. Homered in game one back yesterday. Homered in the fourth inning of the last game of the first game of this three-game set. Takes a look at a curveball in there for strike one. Yore back in the last game went 0 for 3, struck out, lined out, flew out, grounded out, excuse me.
Foul hit the catcher.
Yeah, and got him good there as well.
Have to take a breather after that one.
Looks like he'll be all right. A quick stoppage for that. So J.P. Yore will dig in again here, and he's behind 0-2 as Michael Biuso waits on deck.
Yore leaves it high. First ball on him. 1-2 count.
Swing and a
There's
miss.
strike three.
And down goes Yore, so it's back-to-back strikeouts for Brendan McComber.
You've seen that as a repeating pattern for the Riverhawks today.
Michael Biuso.
It's back-to-back strikeouts. The Riverhawks struck out 9 times in game one. This doubleheader. 4 times yesterday. That one misses outside. Got Tristan made it in the house. It's the other dugout. And Biuso looks at that one and gets ahead 2-1. Man from Staten Island. Takes strike 2 at the letters.
2 strikes on him, 2 outs. He's going to have to be watching close now. Inside at the shins.
And a little low as well, so full count on the number 6 hitter with 1 on his back. Called strike 3, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3. They were all punch outs. 1, 2, 3 go the Riverhawks as McComber strikes out the side in order. We've played 2, and the Riverhawks trail 3-0. We'll be right back. Back for the top half of the third here on the Landmark Digital Network. Anthony Heller and Isaac Austin on the call as Bobby Iescu stands in for his second at-bat of this game. He
Hitting up the top of the third.
little dribbler infield single, a swinging bunt reached base, and came around to score on an RBI single by Noah Roots. He will lead things off for the Riverhawks, or for the Eagles, excuse me, and grounds the first pitch he sees foul. He'll be followed by Lowe and then Roots. That one missing inside. 1-1 on Iescu.
Over the second baseman's head.
And into left center, a base hit. So Bobby Iescu.
Dylan Hayduke unable to jump up for it. But the Riverhawks will be okay with the runner on first.
Next up, designated hitter number 25, Ty Lowe.
And the man aboard, Bobby Iescu. This season, 10 stolen bases from 13 attempts. Leads the team in home runs with 3.
High pitch, called a ball.
And hits now.
1-0 count on Ty Lowe.
3 hits in the last game. Leads the team now with 46 hits in the year. Check on him over at first. But he dives back in safely. The pickoff attempt unsuccessful from Colucci. There's a strike. Called strike. Catching the corner.
One the count. No outs.
Takes a look at his notes in his pocket. Bit of a scouting report.
Colucci's got 2 strikes on him.
Colucci, but he falls back 1 and 2 here.
Colucci looking to make this first out of the inning.
That is on the ground in the hole. It gets through, a base hit. Iescu is going to head to for third, and he's going to get in there easily.
Runners on first and third now. Still no outs against the Eagles.
And here's Noah Roots, who drove in 2, a base hit back in the first.
Eagles, first baseman number 9, Noah Roots.
6'3" junior. First baseman.
Baseman, left-handed hitter, throws with his right. Takes strike 1.
Low in the dirt.
To the dirt and blocked by Cangelosi.
Trying to think of like a really stupid song. That's what I mean. Yeah, can we put you on radio? Probably not.
Up a little high. Called ball. 2-1 on Roots right now.
I know that on the previous like in the radio station catalog we have one Young River song is the clean version of Oops. Yeah, but I don't even know like how that'd be clean.
That is launched to right, and it is not coming back. A home run for Noah Roots. He has broken this game wide open. It is 6-0. And he's got 5 of those RBIs.
That home run alone will bring up the score 6-0. Eagles against the Riverhawks.
And still just no outs. It's Colucci. Surrenders the second home run hit off of him this year. That is lined into the gap. And it's down. It's going to be extra bases. Blocked on the slide by McCulloch. He gets it in time to hold Guerzon to just a double, but the rally is going. It's 4 straight hits for the Eagles. Umpire Jack Cahill to get him some baseballs, and you get called out by name, you might be in trouble, but not this time.
Baseball and energy build game. Eagles definitely have it on their side with number 3, Ryan Schwartz.
Schwartz, one of many to reach base so far, as he takes a look at strike one. He goes behind 0-1.
Looked to be going over the zone. Swoop down a little bit.
Colucci so far, 2+ innings. He's pitched to 4 batters so far in the third.
Another one. 0-2 on him.
Good find there, the slider. Gets the sign from Cangelosi. And fouled back. Schwartz stays alive at 0-2.
Low swing.
Dribbler and spilt by Biuso. Might well be a base hit anyway.
Low swing like that, able to cause chaos.
And it is a score to hit, so an infield single.
There you go, number 26, Tim Blankenship returning to the home plate.
Then here comes Denny Bowers as the Riverhawks call timeout. And he signals for an arm from the bullpen, so it looks like this might be all for Colucci. And it is. So we're going to have a pitching change. It's Colucci, 6 runs and 10 hits and 2 innings plus 5 batters in the third, as
looks like he's going to be number 22, Jason Stein.
Yes, Jason Stein summoned from the bullpen. He will take over his stats on the year. 5.40 ERA and 3 1/3. 3 1/3. Take a short break and be right back once the replacement pitcher is ready to go. So Jason Stein has been summoned from the bullpen, and he will take over. Final line for Colucci not yet determined because of the 2 runners that are his responsibility. If they score, 8 runs. If one scores, 7. If none scores, 6. Runner takes off, and that's a high pop-up. It's going to get foul.
Landed pretty close to Riverhawks bullpen over there.
Foul ball by Blankenship. It's 0-1. It's the first pitch from Stein. The runner did take off. Forced a retreat to first. Foul ball in. Check on him by Stein, and dives back in safely.
There's a swing.
Again in the air to straightaway left. Under it is Romanelli. Runners tag, and both of them advance on the sac fly by Blankenship.
And that'll make it for the first out of the inning. Score moves up 7-0. 3 scored in the first inning, 4 in this third.
And threatening more with a runner aboard here in second.
Andrew Gerhardt, catcher for the team.
I'm sorry, Maya.
Thought about swinging low.
Got an interesting sunscreen discussion next to us. That's on the ground to third. Rossi checks the runner, throws to first.
Got him at first.
Scoop by Yor, no throw over as the runner advances to third.
2 outs in the inning now.
Yeah, and that's going to bring up Xavier Herring.
Still dangerous to Riverhawks as they have a runner on third.
The 1 on his back.
Right fielder, Xavier Herring.
Played yesterday in left, but both games today starts in right. The first pitch from Stein is fouled away.
Gone foul towards the lot.
Didn't hear a clang, so imagine that might not have hit a car.
That is a plus.
Yeah. Hey, as long as it's not my car.
I've definitely heard some dents today.
Fortunately, you'd have to hit it to Connecticut to get to my car. So, Herring finds himself behind 0-2.
2 outs. Crack of the bat. The runner's going to be running home on third.
Just inside. This is a crack when they're not wood, isn't it? It's more of a ding.
Yeah.
You know, with the composites, it's more of a clang.
Oh, and outside.
Yeah, the pitch from Stein missing low and away. Fouled off again.
Hit the top of the fence up there. Staying alive. 2-2.
Again on 2-2. Misses in the dirt. That'll fill the count at 3-2.
Jason Stein does not want to lose Herring right here.
No, he's done well working out of it so far.
Full count on him.
That bat extends. That misses in the dirt, so Herring works the walk. It's the first issued of this game by either side. Colucci allowing 10 hits, but
third baseman number 5, Jonathan Sedmak.
not surrendering a walk as Jonathan Sedmak steps in. He ended the last inning.
Still 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Sedmak looking to be a playmaker here at the end. Up high. Thought about swinging at that one. 1-1 now. Hit him.
Ran in and got him, and that'll load the bases for ISQ.
Now batting, center fielder number 15, Bobby Iescu.
Couldn't have felt too good for Sedmak, but the team will certainly take it as a plus. His bases are loaded. 2 outs on him. 4 runs this inning. Bobby ISQ taking a big swing.
That one fouled back, so 1-1 on ISQ.
Foul cut. That one went straight back. I don't think that had much danger of hitting any cars. One on him. 2 outs for center fielder number 15, ISQ.
That is in the air and on the right field line. If it stays in, it might not. It won't.
Gone out towards the bullpen.
Lands in the Mary Washington bullpen. Roosh and Yor both giving chase, but retreats to position. Bases loaded here, 1-2 to Bobby ISQ.
Low and quite a bit outside.
Low and away. Goes to 2-2 on ISQ. And that got him. And a run's going to score.
Has 2 hit by pitches in a row here.
And that one brings in a run. And it is 8-0. Here is Ty Lowe, the leading RBI man on this team. He's 2 for 2. He hits for the 3rd time here in the 3rd inning.
Base is still loaded. 2 outs. Takes a big cut.
Big cut and a miss. That one, the Riverhawks have not reached base. Ty Lowe is in his 3rd plate appearance, while 3 Riverhawks have not hit once. That one runs inside from Stein. So 1-1.
Another big cut.
A big hack and a miss from Lowe.
Puts him at 1-2. Base is still loaded. 2 outs.
Lowe's the winning pitcher yesterday. Through 4 innings and continued to be the designated hitter, the 2-way player, hitting in a cleanup spot. That is in the air, and Yor is camped under it. That is going to retire the side, but not before 5 come across. We've played 2.5, but it's 8-0. It's Mary Washington in front. The Riverhawks coming to bat. They'll be up with Roosh, Hayduke, and Cangelosi when we come back. We'll be right back with you again.
Six, Jesse Roosh.
So Jesse Roosh will lead things off in the bottom of the third. It's his first start. He has one career at bat.
First batting appearance here in the game. Up high.
Then walked twice and also caught stealing. That one misses. A 2-0 to Jesse Roosh. That one gets away, so that's 3-0.
Must assume that Jesse Roosh is gonna let this one fly by. See if he can get a walk first.
Yeah, the first year two-way athlete, right fielder. He takes strike one. There's a little nod. Hits left-handed, throws left-handed.
Gave a little nod to say, yeah, I saw that coming.
That one a little head shake because he takes called strike two.
Full count on him now. Does not want to lose this one after having a 3-0 count.
There's a foul ball and it's off the gate by the Mary Washington dugout. Luke Gerson getting some exercise in. And there's ball four, so a walk to Jesse Roosh. Starts the bottom of the third.
Following him, number 33, Dylan Hayduke.
Now batting second baseman number 33, Dylan Hayduke.
One's in there for strike one. That is up the middle, and that could be two, but it's bobbled by Garzone. It gets away, and Hayduke's aboard on an error.
Runners on first and second. Error called on the Eagles. Riverhawks certainly building up the energy.
Number 77, Robert Cangelosi.
Catcher now for the Riverhawks, Cangelosi.
Yeah, towards the middle of the game, you can play like family ties and then get the energy back up.
Strike called. 0-1 on him.
You definitely heard it. At least the intro, you definitely heard it.
That one misses outside to a pitch clock call. Someone missing outside.
Close miss. 2-1 now. Cangelosi looking to do something with runners on both first and second. Taking a big swing.
In the air to straight right center. Herring is coming in, and he gets there. Roosh thought about tagging, decides against it. That's a fly out for Rob Cangelosi. That'll bring up Sean McCulloch at the top of the order.
Next up for the Riverhawks, center fielder number 3, Sean McCulloch.
Life is amazing. It is what it should be. Been here for 10, but I feel like a rookie.
As the Riverhawk catcher, a fly-out victim.
Runners remain to first and second. 1 out now.
This was a close one, but Roosh back in safely on the pickoff attempt by McComber. It's not allowed a hit. That one's in there for strike 2. For strike 1, excuse me. Roosh getting a healthy lead over at second. McCulloch takes strike 2 and finds himself down 0-2. Here's McCulloch with 2 first years on for him. There's that one missing high.
Umpire's going to let that one go. 1-2 on him.
It's the bottom 3 in the order today, all first-year players. Roosh, Hayduk, and Cangelosi. The other one we've seen in this series is Jack Cahill. As McCulloch swings through strike 3, and
Taking a big cut.
there's out number 2.
This is 54, Thomas Romanelli, coming off the bat.
Now batting left fielder number 54, Thomas Romanelli.
5'10" junior. Outside call ball. 1-0.
Yeah, that one misses at about shin height. There's a strike. It's 1-1 on Romanelli.
Crack of the bat.
It is lined on short hop, and it beats Romanelli the bag by about a step.
Test of pace there at first.
Yeah, but a well-taken throw. Well taken by Schwartz. That'll retire the side. No runs, no hits. 1 error, 2 left. The Riverhawks trying to keep this game close. Mary Washington coming to bat. We played 3. It's 8-0. Got another pitching change to inform you of. Logan Bernier has been summoned by Denny Bowers out of the bullpen. He takes the mound for inning number 4, and the man doesn't need a mound at 6'7".
Yeah, who else is 6'7"? Young Gravy.
That is true.
That was an enjoyable concert here at Susquehanna University last night.
I would not know. I was up till 3 a.m. watching Formula One. Of course, watching March Madness earlier in the day.
Of course.
SDSU UConn will meet tomorrow in the men's Division 1 championship. As Noah Roots, who's 2 for 2, singled and homered, has 5 RBIs. And that nearly got him.
Inside of the shins, had to really slide out of the way there. But he'll come back to the box, calm, cool, and collected.
We'll see if Bernier is. He's only played 3 games in the season, got an ERA of 13.50. So that is in the air to left center. McCulloch going back at the wall. It's off the wall. Romanelli fields it. It's going to be a double for Noah Roots. And he is a triple from the cycle here in the 4th.
Impressive show from Roots. Home run and a double now in his game.
And 3 for 3. He needs a triple to complete the cycle.
Now batting second baseman number 20, Luke Garzon.
On his histories against him, though, he has no triples on the year. There's been one triple in this series. There's a liner. It gets through. It's a base hit.
Roots looking to go home. He is.
Roots is going to try and score, and he will. Standing up, and that's number 9.
Mary Washington Eagles now up 9-0. 0 outs here in this 4th inning.
Now batting shortstop number 3, Ryan Schwartz.
This game is getting out of hand quick.
Luke Garzon with an RBI leading up to number 3 Schwartz.
So as that is in the air
Takes
to
another
left.
big chop.
And
Rafael
Romanelli
Katz.
makes the play against the wall for the first out. So Schwartz goes down, making 2 for 3 on the day as Tim Blankenship steps in at 0 for 1 and a sac fly back
Now
in the
batting
3rd.
left fielder number 26, Tim Blankenship.
Are you looking to get a 13th hit here for the Eagles?
Not every day you get 12 hits in the first 3 hits, 10 outs.
Oh, strike called. 0-1 on him. 1 out. Still have Garzon on first. Another strike called right around the same place.
So a quick 0-2 to Blankenship. He struck out in the 1st. The sac fly in the 3rd. That big 5-run inning. That was the 4th run that played it. It was Garzon as that's
Big crack.
in the air to right. And caught by Roosh for the 2nd out. As that will bring up Andrew Garrett. Gerhardt here with 2 outs. He's got to take the catcher's ear off before he comes to the plate, and now he will.
Always has it on, just in case.
Usually it's faster to
Next
not
up,
take it
catcher
off
number
unless
2,
you know you're going to
Anthony
hit.
Gerhardt.
Somebody would had to catch a lot senior year of high school. You just leave it on if you're not going to hit. If you come back up, then you take it off. One just missing inside of the catcher. The Eagles catcher, he caught game 1 of this series, did not play game 1 of this doubleheader. So we didn't see the number 2 in this game.
Foul tip. Ooh,
Today's
that's launched into the
Forest,
lot.
That is launched into West Lawn, and that definitely hit a car.
That was a dent. I was a
Luckily, it
catcher
was
for about
the
2
metal
years.
of a car, and
Yeah.
not the glass.
I was a catcher for about 2 years until they started throwing the balls faster.
Well, I caught until I got hurt, and then I caught again until I got hurt again.
That's the way to do it.
It's my thumb both times.
Low ball called. 2-1 on Gerhardt now. Two outs.
As Xavier Herring waits on deck, he's over 2. So is Gerhardt.
Gerhardt having an expensive time off the bat now.
Oh, look at this. It's nice.
And some damages.
Gerhardt says, "Not my problem. I'm staying alive." With 2-2.
Hey, he doesn't have to pay for it. That
There's
is
another one.
popped up.
Cangelosi might get that one. And he does.
He will. That'll retire the side, so a foul out for Andrew Gerhardt. Retires the side. 3 straight outs after 2 hits. It's 1 hit. It's 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left.